Hi, here's some helps for lesson number 12. This one's a simple, just kind of your ordinary garden variety week. So you're going to study Articles of Faith 11 and 12. Um, these are both very, very timely. It seems like the more that we study the Articles of Faith and I watch what you write and the things that come in and watch what's going on in the world, we end up with um, these Articles of Faith just being more and more important as anchor points to all of us as members of the church. So anyway, it just anywhere you live in the world. So anyway, it's just wonderful that we have these guiding principles. So you have both the church and state as study assignment one and citizenship. This ought to be an interesting week, especially in the discussion boards, because I know there's a lot of strong feelings amongst members of the church all over the world about these types of things, these subjects. Letting go focus is becoming a more discerning witness. Here are the required readings, hyperlinked here. There may be a little more than usual, but they're very, very good. Um, the second principle, disciple citizenship. These are also some very good subjects to or talks to read and writings on the material for this week. And anyway, then everything pretty much is the same. So you've got your due dates for your discussion boards. Um, you've got your summary paper, which you know all about. You've done that. You're still working on your synthesis project. One thing I can say about that is I've graded those this last week. They're very, very good. Those who do better seem to be those who keep things simple, clear, and have some pretty decent graphic to it. Meaning there's a background in a few of the slides that have a graph or a chart or some sort of a illustration that goes to make their point. Those seem to be more effective if you start watching them come in as a teacher. Anyway, not that you'd be deducted if you wouldn't put in a graphic or whatever, but anyway, I think that's important to just note that that does seem to be more effective in making a point. The other thing is that some seem to be a little light in outside sources, quotes, some things like that. So, anyway, if you're trying to do something that's meaningful, and for this last one, make sure that you've gone to some little bit outside sources. Even been enjoyable to read some of the outside sources that have come from uh, um, news and outside research outside the church, just not inside the church quotes. Sometimes that helps make us make the point too that it's just not a an LDS Church cultural thing. That this the point I'm trying to make is a global thing. And anyway, and there's outside research to back up what I want to say. So, anyways, I thought about that. End of week report. You know how to do that. Other than that, it's all pretty much the same. So have a great week. This is your second to the last full week. So the last week's a little bit shorter. And so anyway, we're getting there. So hang in there. See ya.